All right. What's your name?
Rachel.
Richard? I'm Conrad. Mr. Conrad. I'm Mr. Conrad. All right. How are you guys? You tired? Yeah, me too. I'm always tired, especially in the morning. Do you guys drink coffee?
No.
You guys are way too young to be drinking coffee. That's right. Coffee stunts your growth. You're not going to get any taller if you drink coffee.
Yes, okay. I drink coffee.
You're 5 foot. That's not tall for a man.
I drink coffee.
Yeah? I don't know. Hey, so watch this. Let me tell you a story. I have to tell you something. I have to set up what we're going to do today and the way we're going to do it. So, one of the things I do, by the way, my name's Mr. Conrad, okay? Can you all say Mr. Conrad? Is anybody else in here named Conrad?
No.
I knew someone was going to raise their hand. It always happens, right? It's not a very common name. That's why I like it, right? So, my name's Mr. Conrad, and one of the things that I'm going to do today is I'm going to get you all wound up and rowdy, and then I'm going to ask you to be quiet again, okay? So I'm going to make a symbol that is my I need you to be quiet symbol, okay? When I go like this with my arms, I'm taking all of your noise and I'm wiping it away, okay? I'm wiping it away. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to establish a game. We're going to do something called call and response. Are you with me here?
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a silly noise. I'm going to do something ridiculous, and then you're going to do it back to me, and then I'm going to turn the sound off, okay? Because I need you guys to get used to being ridiculous around me. That's what I need. But in controlled, framed settings, right? So I want you to go, Not bad, right? Not bad. Was that silly? That's pretty silly, huh? So, yeah, I love that. I can't either. Knocks from you, Laffy. There we go. So, let's talk about what I'm doing here besides making silly noises and funny faces. So, I am part of a group called The Playground. What do you guys keep looking at? I am part of a group called The Playground. Maybe I need to have you go back. I can already see the distractions going on here. Thanks for being my partner out there, Richard. Only when asked for, right? It was a good run, So, I'm part of a group called The Playground Ensemble. And we are bringing a program to you called Young Composers Playground. And there are steps to this, and I'm going to keep asking you this over and over and over, right? So step one of this process is that you are going to write stories. And I think you're doing it tomorrow. What's step one of the process?
Write stories.
And step two of the process is we are going to turn your stories into music. What's step two of the process? Right, and then step three of the process is do you guys like to make art? Any artists in here?
Yeah.
So step three is you are going to illustrate, maybe narrate, maybe even act to parts of your stories. So let's say step three is we are going to add art to our stories. Art being a big thing, right? So what's step three?
Adding art to our stories.
Right. And step four is that we are going to put on a concert of your music with your art and your stories. What's step four?
We're going to make a contest with our art.
Contest or concert? Yeah, concert. Now I want to ask you something about the concert. Do we want lots of people at the concert or only a few people at the concert?
Lots.
We want lots, right? So when it gets to concert time, you have to invite your parents and your brothers and your sisters and your neighbors and grandma and grandpa and auntie and uncle and the person at the grocery store. Yeah, strangers, right? So you guys aren't supposed to talk to strangers. But we want lots and lots of people at the concert right now. What we need to be able to do, though, I want to talk to you a little bit about the concert. Because I need to tell you who's playing your music. Are you guys going to play your music at the concert?
Yeah.
Actually, you're not. I'm going to bring in a bunch of my friends, professional musicians, who are going to play your music. And the reason that we are doing that, the reason that we're going to have professionals come in and play your music is because I don't want the music on the concert to be limited to what you could figure out how to play. I want your full imaginations and creativity. I think you guys are really creative. I think that you could make up awesome things in your heads that you might not be able to play with your hands, but I'm going to bring people that can play all that stuff for you, right? So let's do this really quickly. Number one, what's this program called?
Playground.
Close, 2 words in front of it.
The Little Conductor's Playground.
Very, very close, very close. It is Young Composers Playground. Let's say that together. Young Composers Playground. And what's step 1 of the program? Tell me. I love how you guys are raising your hand, even when I didn't ask. You forgot? What's step 1 of the program?
You make a story.
You make a story, not me. You guys can write a story. What's step 2 of the program?
We turn our story into music.
We turn the stories into music, right? What's step 3 of the program?
We turn our stories from music into art.
Yes, we're going to add some kind of art to the program. And the most important part, what's step 4 of the program? Tell me.
Concert.
The concert, right? And then who is playing on the concert?
Your friends.
Me and my friends, right? So I want to talk to you about the instruments that you get to use. So you are going to compose for violin. Do you know who's going to play the violin on your concert? Yeah, that's somebody outside. That's right, Mr. Goodwin.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is it?
Mr. Goodman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I must work for a different organization. So Mr. Goodman's going to play the violin, and then we're going to have a percussionist come in. You guys know what percussion is?
No.
It's like drums and all the stuff like with drums.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And you're going to learn about that tomorrow. You're going to learn about that tomorrow. And our friend Mr. Keith is going to play that. And then we're going to have pushes on the concert. And I'm going to play that. And so we're going to have cool electronics on the concert too, which should be cool. It's a great ensemble. I'm very excited about it. By the way, we're going to do a quick round of call and response. I want you to go. Ready, go. Not bad, not bad. I love how you guys are following directions, how you're making weird noise when I need you to, and how you're stopping, right? So I need to teach you a little bit about what this program is going to look like, because the hardest part about this is you coming up with your musical ideas and then showing us your musical ideas, because we're going to write them out on paper so that we play them right. And so the first thing is, I need you to tell me what a composer is. Who can tell me what a composer is? Yes?
It's the guy with the stick.
That's a conductor. And their job is to keep the group together, right? Now sometimes the conductor and composer are the same person, but not very often. So what's a composer do? What's a composer do? All right, you're almost there, I can tell. Take the risk, take the risk. What's a composer do?
You know it, Maya.
How to play drums.
Nah, it's a drummer. That's a percussionist. What's a composer do? Did you say a composer is the person that writes the music? Because that's what a composer does. What's a composer do?
Write the music.
They write the music, right? Are you guys composers?
No.
Actually, in this program you are. So what I want you to do is look to the person to your right, and I want you to whisper, "You are a composer." And then I want you to look to the person to your left, and yeah, I can tell that right and left are a thing in there. I want you to turn to the person on your left, and like a robot, I want you to say, "You are a composer." And then I want you to look right at me and go, "We are composers!" Alright, I love it, I love it. So you guys are gonna write music, right? That's what's gonna happen here. You guys are composers. Now what we need to talk about just a little bit is the story. Alright? So you guys have to write a story for me. And I think are they gonna be put in groups to write a story? Yeah?
Oh, no. One.
No?
We're all going to write a story together tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, your whole class is going to write a story together. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, okay? Today I woke up and it was kind of cloudy, and I woke up right on time, and I woke up without my alarm, and I got out of bed and I wandered into the kitchen and I made some oatmeal with nothing in it, just plain oatmeal, and then I drank a glass of water, and then I put on a plain gray t-shirt and some blue jeans, and I walked out of the house, and it wasn't warm, and it wasn't cold, and I went to work. What's wrong with my story? Yeah.
So boring.
It was so boring, right? If we got to turn, do we like boring music?
Yeah.
much better.
Yes.
That's much better. So, if we got to take a story and turn it into music, for us to be able to have good music and exciting music, what kind of story do we have to have? We've got to have an exciting story, right? To have exciting music, we've got to have an exciting story.
John Cena.
So we need, what do we need in our story? Tell me. We need excitement. What else do we need?
Dragons.
Well, dragons might work. I don't know. We have to have dragons. I thought you were actually going to, there's a word that starts at a D-R-A that I really want in the stories. What else do we need in our stories?
DRA.
Huh? Not DNA. No, I said the word starts D-R-A.
Oh, I know.
Do we? How old are you guys? You can spell, yeah?
I know it. Drama.
My man, we need drama and excitement and action in these stories. Now, dragons could have drama. Dragons could have drama, right? In fact, since she mentioned dragons, I'll wait for you guys. I'll wait for you. Since she mentioned dragons, we're going to do one quick call and response. I want you to go. Ready? And off. And off. Some of you aren't really doing the call and response that I'm giving you, which is someone who said, "Hey, I was about to do that myself." There were one more away. So, are you guys composers? Yes, you are. Let's do this really quick. What's step one of the program? Oh, what's the program called? I'm sorry. What's the program called?
Oh.
Tell me. Tell me.
Young Composers Playground.
Young Composers Playground, right? If you don't know the answer, please don't raise your hand. Or if you're close, right? What's step one of the program?
Write a story.
We write a story. What's step two of the program?
You make the story music.
We turn the stories into music. What's step three of the program?
Turn music into art.
We turn the music into art. What's step four of the program?
It's concert.
A concert. And who's playing the music?
You.
That's right. And what instruments do you get to write for?
Violin.
That's one.
Pushes.
Pushes.
Drums.
Yep, drums and percussion, right? You guys are killing it. Killing it. And we need our stories to be full of what?
Drama.
Drama and action and excitement, right?
Drama dragon.
So I want to talk to you. Drama dragon. I love it. We call that alliteration, by the way. And some people really love alliteration, and some people really, really struggle with alliteration. It kind of makes me do this. Can you do this for me? There you go. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, so one of the things that we need to talk about a little bit is just some musical stuff, right? Because you're going to have to compose music. So I need to teach you a little bit about what music actually entails. What are parts of music? And so, who can tell me what a melody is? By the way, it's on the word. Yeah, right back there. What's melody?
The part you can. Wait, what?
Hum. Say hum.
Hum.
The part you can hum, or the lead part, right? If I sing happy birthday, is it anybody's birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Goodwin. Happy birthday to you. That is the melody to happy birthday, right? So one of the things that I like to say is a melody is a musical sentence or musical sentences. Say that with me. A melody is musical sentences. Ready? One more time all together. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Let's say it like we're a robot. A melody is a musical sentences. Did you hear I said is a musical sentences? That's kind of crazy, right? The melodies are longer ideas. They are musical sentences. Anybody want to try and make up a melody and sing it to me? And then we'll all sing it together? You have to be brave. And it needs to be a longer idea. So here's what you're going to do, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to close our eyes, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to imagine your melody. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to imagine your melody. Are you brave enough to come up here and do it, or do you want to do it from where you're sitting? Oh, come right on. Come right on. All right, let's hear your melody.
She is just a girl and she is a fighter.
All right, we got it. That's awesome. Whose song is that? Okay, have a seat. Alicia, please. Yeah. I don't
Friends,
know that
friends.
song well enough to sing it. So it's really important that you did this though. You know why? Because when you write your pieces of music, can you use music by other people?
Yeah.
No, you cannot. You need to write your own music. You need to write your own music. Now, I'm going to just try and sing this back to you, and you're going to sing it with me after that. So, I heard... Ready? Go. Not bad, not bad. One of the things that I need you to think about is the hardest part of this program is for you to take musical ideas out of your head and out of your imagination and show them to me and the other people I bring in here. And so sometimes singing to us, I'm so glad you got up here and sang because that's super brave. And so singing to us is sometimes something that some of us aren't brave enough to do. Are you brave enough to sing to me?
No.
What about in just a small group? What if it wasn't everybody? Right? So showing us by singing to us is one way. Using keyboards is another way. Using push is another way. But I need you to think about how am I going to show. We call them teaching artists. I'm going to be a teaching artist. Mr. Goodman's going to be a teaching artist. And Mr. Keith is going to be one. And I'm going to bring out another guy named Rai Rai. And he's going to be a teaching artist. Yeah, Rai Rai. When you meet Rai Rai, you just say, Conrad said to call you Rai Rai. All right? You just tell him straight up. Conrad said to call you Rai Rai. So anyways, you got to figure out how you're going to show me your ideas so that we can put them on paper so that we can play them, right? So that was melody. Who can tell me what rhythm is? Yeah, I haven't called on you yet. What's rhythm?
Patterns of long and short sounds and silence.
I love how you accidentally but still put silence in your sentence. You were like, patterns of long and short sounds, and it was perfect. It was perfect. So rhythm is a lot of what the percussionists will do, but it's also how long and short notes are and how we put them into patterns, right? So let's all do a little call and response rhythm. Ready? Go like this. Did you know that that is maybe one of the ways that you can show me your ideas? Here's another way. Dum 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 taka dum 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 taka.
Dum, 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 ticka, dum, 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 ticka. Come on, people.
Or,
Wake up.
yeah, see, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. So if melody is musical sentences, sometimes I think of rhythm as the words and syllables that make up those sentences, right? It's the motion. It's the motion. And there's a thing related to rhythm, which we use in our music called ostinato. Do you guys know what ostinatos is?
No.
Ostinatos are? No? And ostinato is a pattern that repeats. I learned this from him, by the way. And ostinato is a pattern that repeats. And ostinato is a pattern that repeats. And ostinato is a pattern that repeats. What's an ostinato?
A pattern that repeats.
It's a pattern that repeats. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you make an ostinato. Close your eyes and for 10 seconds, think of a short pattern that we can repeat over and over. All right, who's brave enough to show me their ostinato? Oh, who haven't I called on yet? Do you have one? No? You're going to get, I'm calling on you for the next thing. Show me your ostinato.
Can I do it here?
Yeah?
I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
That's amazing, man. That is amazing. Watch, we're all going to do that. We're all going to do that. Man, make sure you do it right. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Give yourselves a hand for participating really good. Really good. So, oh, hang on one second. There's one other thing. So we got melody, which is the part you can sing or hum, right? Longer ideas. It's the part that you could whistle. It's the musical sentences. We got rhythm, which is our motion, right? It's the words and syllables that make up those musical sentences. We got ostinatos, which are musical patterns that repeat. And then we got sound effects a lot. What if, in our stories, someone slipped and fell?
What?
Can you come up with a musical sound for slipping and falling? Remember I said I was going to call on you next. Make the sounds. Make the sounds. Too shy? Coming back to you later. Show me. We need a whistle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you go. Yeah, I'm calling you, yeah. All right, that's almost an ostinato, but that can be a sound effect. Let's go like this. Let's add to his though. Let's go. Na na na. Oh, right. Here we go together. Right. So we've got melodies, we've got rhythm, we've got ostinatos, and then we have sound effects. Now I need eyes and ears here. This is serious. This is serious. One of the things that happens when we do this story or when we write our stories and turn them into music for the first time, is we just end up with way too many sound effects. So I need you to think about longer musical ideas. I need you to think about making melodies and making ostinatos, not just sound effects, okay? What do I need you to think about? What do I need you to think about? I just said it right to you. Yeah?
We need to think about making longer
Musical ideas, right? Melodies with ostinatos and not just sound effects. All right, we're good, we're good. Who can raise their hand and tell me what this program's called? And do it in a funny voice. I'll come back to you, I'll come back to you. What's this program called?
Young. Dang it, I had it in my head.
What's this program called?
Young composers.
All right, let's do that. Ready? You do that. I couldn't tell if that was like an old man, mummy kind of thing. All right, so what's step one of the program? This one's yours. What's step one?
What are we gonna write?
What are we gonna write? We're gonna write a story. What's step two of the program? Right here.
Turn it into music.
We're gonna turn those stories into music. What's step three of the program? Ronaldo. We're gonna, Ronaldo, I thought you weren't even listening to me today, man, and you're totally on it. Nice, nice. We're gonna turn our stories into art. What's step four of the program?
Concert.
We're gonna put on a concert. That's, yeah, right?
Hey, real quick,
Lots of people do a
friends.
concert.
Sorry, Mr. Conrad.
No, it's okay.
Do you remember the concert last year where I was playing violin and we read the story during school? This is the same program as that, okay? The concert where I was playing violin and we read weird stories about Fred the kitty and these weird kitty adventures. Remember that? There were dogs and things. That's the concert we are going to be doing, so we're going to be making that music.
Right. So,
Turn back around.
anyways, I forgot where we were. Oh, who's gonna play your music? That's right. And what instruments do you get to write for? Give me one of the instruments. Give me one of the instruments. Yes. Drums or percussion. Give me another instrument. Push. Give me another one. No. Violin. There we go. We got it. So I've got a couple quick demonstrations for you. One of those is I want to talk about maybe how we turn ideas into music, right? Or we turn our story ideas into music. So actually, I'm going to do that with you in a little bit. The other thing that I want to talk about is graphic notation. Graphic notation. Sounds kind of cool, right? It's when we use colors and shapes to represent music. This is another way that you can show me your ideas. So what's one way you can show me your musical ideas? Tell me.
Sounds.
Right? You can sing them to me and show them to me with your voice, right? What's another way that you can show me your musical ideas? On the keyboards. And another way will be on the push. And another way is to draw them out. And so, if I were to...
We've done this before, friends. Does this look familiar?
Oh yeah, it does.
Thank you, Richard.
Who wants to-
From a couple
who wants to
years ago.
demonstrate? Who's brave enough to come up here and demonstrate what this sounds like? Who's brave enough to demonstrate what this sounds like? What if I give you some options, okay? So option number one is... Option number two is... Ooh, ah, da, 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 da. Who thinks it was option number one? Who thinks it was option number two? Yeah, I think you guys are doing pretty good. I think you're doing pretty good. Now I'm going to have you try one. Ready? You're going to follow my finger. All together as a group. Here we go. I like it. I wasn't bad. Everybody's got kind of their own interpretations, right? But we call that graphic notation. And so maybe that's one way you can show me your ideas. So, really quick, what's one way to show me your ideas? Tell me. On the push. What's another way to show me your ideas? Yep, graphic notation. What's another way to show me your ideas?
Voices.
Your voices, and that's my favorite one, by the way. And what's another way to show me your ideas? Keyboards, yes. So you've got so many ways to show me. It can be more than voices too. You can drum.
supposed to move you too.
You can play them. You can drum them. You can play them. Right? All of those kind of things. I like it. I like it. So we've got to do something together, people. If I do this. I learned something. I don't know how to run these. I'm not smart enough to run a smart board. But I learned something. So we're going to go through exercises together. Okay? We're going to make a story together, and we are going to make a composition together today. Here's what I want. I want you, 4 boys in a group is dangerous. I want you 4 to scoot together, okay? You. Scoot together a little bit. I want you 2 young ladies and you 2 young men to scoot together right there. Nope, you're scooting back too far. You're in this group right here. You 2 are in this group right here. You 2 young ladies go over there. You 2 young ladies go over there. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. You're a little circle. Get in a group. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. You go together right here. Yep, we're going to put 5 in this group over here. 5 in this group over here. Now, I do still need you to face me. I need you to face me, okay? All right, everyone turn to track in. All right, so we're going to make a story and we're going to make music together. Just you 2 are part of this group. Come on. Let's not do the boys are afraid of girls thing. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, Mr. Vans. I promise. So, you know what I need first? And I'm going to ask this group right over here. I need a character. I need a character for our story. Tell me, Ronaldo.
A hot dog.
A hot dog. Does a hot dog have a name? Mr. Jeff, the hot dog. I feel like I might have been a part of something wrong here. Yeah. Here's the part where we get really silly and then we need to rein it back in, right? So there's this thing called leitmotif. Can you say that weird word with me? Say leitmotif. Leitmotif. And leitmotif is a melody that represents a character or represents an object or an action. And so you know what I need? I need a melody that we're always going to sing. And we can do it with voices, or I need a musical idea is what I need. That always represents Mr. Jeff the hot dog. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to come up with a musical idea that represents Mr. Jeff the hot dog. Now, I'm not going to be able to take all your musical ideas. So now what I'm going to ask you is you're going to open your eyes. Who believes the most in their musical idea? Who's like, my idea rules? Who believes that? Man, I so want to call on you, and I'm so afraid to call on you. What do you think?
I'll give him a shot.
All right, let me hear your musical idea for Mr. Jeff the hot dog. I got kind of what I was thinking. I'll tell you what, we're going to put that at the end of whatever idea we get. Did you have an idea? Let me hear. By the way, I want to go back to this. Was that a melody, an ostinato, or a sound effect?
Sound.
That was a sound effect. I need a melody to go with Mr. Jeff the hot dog. Do you have one for me? Love it. Love it. Did you guys hear it?
Ryan.
Do it one more time for me. So, here is Mr. Jeff the hot dog. It's going to be all right, here we go. Let's do it together. Ready? And what we'll do is when I say the part of the story, then we do the music afterwards, right? So, Mr. Jeff the hot dog. Nice. That's so good. That's so good. Now, you got an ostinato? Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Let's save it for just a second, okay? Because I need to know what Mr. Jeff the hot dog is going to do. Or where he is. We got to start building a story, right? So let's do this. Close your eyes, 5 seconds. We need to come up with either an action or a setting for for Mr. Jeff the hot dog.
So what's he doing or where is he?
Yup, it's things that we can turn into music. All right, let's go to this group right here in front of you. What do you got? He falls? So that might be the end of what he's doing, or because for him to fall, we need to know where he is. He's in the park. Whoa. Okay, so let's talk about killing people in our stories. Let's don't. All right. So I gotta believe that if he trips over a branch, he's walking, isn't he? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna close our eyes, and I need an ostinato for walking, followed by a sound effect for tripping over a branch. 10 seconds. This is doing great, by the way. Give me it.
No.
No, I needed it on. Okay, what did I ask for?
I'm kind of afraid to say it.
But you raised your hand. Let's have it. The ostinato for walking and then tripping over a branch. You told me you had an ostinato. It was a different ostinato. What do you got? It's just a really quiet little one. Let's go. By the way, what instrument do we have that would probably do that the best? Out of the violin, the push, or percussion? What do you think would do that the best? Yeah, probably really quiet. With brushes, maybe. So, I'm going to kind of draw what that does. It goes, right? Just so that we remember, because I forget. So if I say, Mr. Jeff the hot dog, where's my group? Come on now. Here we go. Mr. Jeff the hot dog. Was walking through the park and he tripped over a branch. I need a new part to my story. Close your eyes for 7 seconds and think of a new part of the story. Use your imaginations. All right, who's got it for me? Who's got it for me? All right, who can I trust? Who can I trust? You know, I just haven't called on you a whole lot. I'm glad you're participating now. What do you got? A dog. Oh, wow. I still don't understand how not to keep your fat head in this. Tries to eat him.
You're a lefty?
Okay, yeah. So, but only when I write. Everything else is right-handed. So, you know what we need? What was that word that starts with L that I use that is a melody that goes with a character or an object, or a piece of music that goes with a character or an object? What was the word? No, there was a word I used right before we started this. It was a weird word. What was it? Anybody else want to say the lead really quick, even though that's not the answer? What was it?
Drama.
Drama starts with an L?
No.
Mr. Goodman, what was the word?
The lead.
Oh,
Leitmotif.
it was the leitmotif. Everybody say that again, but let's say it. Wait. Let's say it like we're a vampire. Right? I like that there was music even in it, right? So, here's what I need. I need a leitmotif. I need a musical idea for the dog. All right? Close your eyes. All right, who can raise their hand and show me their musical idea for the dog? Tell me. Show me. Oh, I need a longer one than that. Give me that. Give me it again. Give me it again. Oh, come on, do it like you did the first time. Be brave, be brave. This is your shining moment. I have 4 dogs. They don't sound like that. What kind of dog do you have? What do you got? Okay, is that a melody, an ostinato, or a sound effect? Sound effect. All right, we're going to do this again. I want you to give me a melody for the dog, not just sound effects. All right, so 10 seconds. Let's think it. Imagine it so you can sing it to me. All right, who's got one? Who's got a good one? Let's go with Vance. Okay, was that a melody?
Just like 4 or 5 times.
Right, but that's still a sound effect, right? We can add that to it. We can add that to it, like. Woo! All right, we'll add that, but I need melody idea. What do you got? Okay, so here is our idea for the dog. I'm going to combine these two things. It's, I'm hungry. Woo! All right, you guys do it. Ready? Here's the dog. All right, so the dog is, I'm hungry. Now, that's just the dog. I need a musical idea for the dog. If the dog's trying to eat him, is Mr. Jeff just going to sit there or is he going to run? He's going to run. So I need a musical idea for the chase. Aren't we going to have a chase probably? Musical idea for the chase? Now, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Close your eyes and imagine. Musical idea for the chase. You can use your voices and body percussion. All right. Who's got an idea for me? Who's got an idea? Oh my goodness. I haven't called on you yet. Show me. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to layer ideas. So we got dun, 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 dun. We're just going to keep repeating that, right? And what are we going to put over top of it? What are we going to put over top of it? Oh my goodness, you need to do it so bad. You know what I should have been doing? Is going through the story one at a time so we can rehearse. What are we going to put over top of it? So, all right, we got to rehearse that. So, 1, 2, these two groups are going to go, and these two groups are going to go dun, 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 dun. Ready? Let's try it. And you guys? So here we go. You two groups, you guys know what you're doing? Mr. Goodman, if you lead these two, I'll lead these two, right? 1, 2, ready, go. Are you guys doing this with me or not?
My group is.
I know, my groups are over here just staring at me.
Easy part. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, aim.
All right, cool. We got it.
Nice.
Hey, do we remember Mr. Jeff, the hot dog idea? Yeah. What was it?
No, the musical idea.
What was it? It was like then.
Yeah, and then at the end you should.
Oh, we had the fart sound at the end,
What
right?
was the melody?
I can't remember what it was. It was like da 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 da. We need to practice really quick, all right? So here we go. Mr. Jeff, the hot dog. I probably did it too long, huh? Was walking through the park and he tripped over a branch. The dog, I'm hungry. Woo! Was chasing him and tried to eat him. Remember our groups? Here we go. Cool. So there's something really important that just happened there. Did you notice how these two groups were doing something different than these two groups? They were layering different musical ideas. When you get it right for percussion and for violin and for push, we absolutely want you to layer different musical ideas. Different ostinatos on top of each other, or a melody with ostinatos underneath it. Now, I saved you guys for one reason. You're going to be my ending. So, let's say that Jeff gets away. All right? I need a musical idea for the very end where Jeff gets away. And I need it from your group, because you're going to perform it for me, okay? So here we go, 10 seconds. Make it triumphant, because he's happy, right?
Victory.
All right, who in this group can show me? What do you got? Can you practice that as a group for me? Ready? Here we go. Right? So, gets away. All right. We're going to do our story from front to back, and we're done for the day. All right? Give me eyes and ears. Give me eyes and ears. Hey, boys. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Come on, gloves. Stay with me, gloves. All right. I got my grip over here. I got my grips over here. So remember, in this part, you guys are doing a part, and you're doing a part, and you do your part right at the end. Right? So here we go. Mr. Jeff the hot dog. Sorry, I went a little bit off there. Is walking through the park and he trips over a branch. The dog starts to chase him. Ready, group? Dun, 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 dun. And then he gets away. You know what we just did? We wrote a story together, and we turned that story into music. We used some ostinatos. We used some short melodies. We used lots of sound effects. We used graphic notation. We used our voices to show ideas. We're just doing a bigger version of that. What's this program called? Tell me. Who can tell me? Tell me as a group. What's this program called? Yes. What's step 1 of the process? Tell me. What's step 2? Turn the stories into music. What's step 3? Make some art to go with it. What's the most important part? Step 4. We're going to put on a concert. Who's playing the music? What instruments are you writing for? What instruments are you writing for? Violin, drum, percussion, and push. You guys killed it today. Mr. Goodman, what do they got to do?